Hi there, everyone. It is Friday, and I'm going to do a quick little tutorial on how to set up a blog and some of the introductory for your students of sharing media on the blog. You guys have had the experience now of posting for Ken's blog, to Ken's blog, and the process is pretty easy. And engaging for students on a number of levels. So I'm going to show you how to do podcasts, audio podcasts of information, and you can post that to your blog, and kids can do uh, a number of things with this, and you can also post a number of bits of information using audio. So what I'm going to do is go into my internet or my Safari Explorer. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you um, the website KidBlog. And let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Kidblog.org is a place to get a free blog. And it's been approved by NWP Tech Liaisons Network. It's free access to it, like I said. And the nice thing about it is that you have all the control in the world. Pretty safe and really simple. So I'm going to log in. And this is what it looks like. So you've got a dashboard, which is going to show you. I'll just kind of briefly touch on these because there's a lot of questions that could emerge. But this basically will show you when students have posted information or commented, and then you get to basically approve or disapprove any content that students might add. So if it is something that they try to put on there, a comment, or maybe it's a picture or something, it comes to you before, so you get to decide. So you would click on the comments, and it would say, do you want to approve it, unapprove it, delete it, or add it to the trash? That's the nice thing about that. Already set up for you that way. To write a post, which would be to add information and to the blog that then students could look at and comment on or write about. You do this, you just write a new post. And I'm going to call this podcast because it's just an example. But these two tabs right here, visual and HTML, are tabs that allow you to import media. Visual, if you have a picture that you wanted to put in here, or text that you just wanted to copy and paste into here, that's the easiest tab to work with. You've got all these different controls that kind of are like in Word here that you can manipulate text. So that's the visual editor, I call it. If you want to add media, something that has interactive parts, you need to use HTML. And what I mean by interactivity, a podcast, it's audio, you can hear it. Maybe it's a movie off of YouTube, or there's all kinds of things out there. You can create little cartoon characters that move, comics, things of there's a Vokey, which is kind of like a cartoon that you can make talk and then add what you do is you essentially, all this media generates a code, and I'll show you how to find that code, but you click on the code, copy, and then you paste it down into here. And these are sort of your media links. You can use these if you want. If you're uploading from your own computer, these are ways to do that as well, to add. But I'm not going to focus on that right now. I'm just going to focus on the HTML code adding. So I click on this. And now I'm going to click on a new tab, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get some information, some multimedia stuff, and I'm going to find the HTML code, and I'm going to bring it back. Now, this is called cinchcast.com. And this website is a great site because you can actually log in. It's free. And you can record podcasts here. And you can publish them all over the web to Facebook, to Twitter, or wherever you might want to. And it's free, like I said. And it's easy to use. There you see the record button. When you click on it, you click start recording, and then all you do is, it's going to ask you, do you want to allow Cinch to use your your microphone? You can allow it, and it's not a big deal. It's very user friendly. So anyway, when you're done, you just will have it, and it'll save down here under your Cinchcast. And again, you can choose to share it in a number of different formats. I have one that was created by a student. I'll just start it to share the beginning of it. I believe this is a student.
Beep, 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 beep.
Nope, that's me. No, I don't want to do that one. Anyway, this one is, I think.
Twilight. Vampires. Humans. Edward is a 190-some-year-old vampire. He and his family live in Forks, Washington. Everything is normal, everybody's fine, until Isabella Swan moves to a small town. She and Edward have different...
Okay, you get it, hopefully. That was a book report that she did. She had written, and she really wanted to share it. And I said, well, why don't we record a podcast? And she did. And we basically put it on the blog. Kids went and would look at it, listen to it. And it was really a nice model for other kids of, oh, how can you write a pretty thoughtful report on a book? Well, that was how she did it. And so I wanted to share this with the classroom. How did I do that? Well, if you look, there's all different little tabs here underneath. And I wanted to get the HTML code. And a universal thing underneath this different media is there's a little embed, usually, sign with these two little brackets like that. You just click on it. And there's the code. So I'm going to put my cursor in there, and I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to come back to my kid blog, and I'm going to paste it in here, and I'm going to make sure that I have the HTML code editor open right there. So, excuse me, I've put it there, and now what do? Well, now I'm going to publish it. And I would add, if I were going to, put the student's name, I could put I use first names only. Just, that's my comfort level. And I would encourage that as well. First names and then last letter initials if you want, but I just feel like it's more comfortable. So that's the way I did it. But anyway, then I'm going to publish it. And I haven't done a whole lot with this blog yet, but I can come in, and it's probably going to take a minute for this to come through, I would bet. But let's see if we can, here we are. So there it is. It's on there. I can play it.
Twilight. Vampires. Humans.
Okay. So hopefully you've got the idea here. This is a little bit different setup than, I just set this up. I'm using EduBlogs currently. And the user interface between all of these is very similar. Once you learn one, you'll really be able to learn pretty much all of them. So that's basically how you add a podcast and HTML code to your blog so that students can see it. Anyway, this is Dan. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, and we'll be talking soon. Take care.